I think I cracked the code on why so many men, especially online, are deeply insecure about confident, pretty women who say their confidence out loud. And it is not the reason you think, I promise you. It's because men do not have the same deep social connections that women have between each other. Between women, we are always hyping each other up at any point. So cute, you're a goddess, you are just beautiful. You have this essence and radiance about you. I love your vibe, I love your energy. And it is a research-based fact that friendships between men have less vulnerability and less praise. You guys have less mutual validation about your external appearance than what goes on between women. So when men see women that outwardly say, oh my god, I'm a princess, I'm a goddess, don't understand that it's part of a deeper social conditioning. And it's not just this bragging or arrogance or something we intentionally think about and find wrong. And an added layer to this is that women are socialized to have a scarcity mindset, especially about their appearance. The act of saying, I'm beautiful, is a radical act of self-love. It's a way to say, I'm no longer waiting for somebody else to give me external validation for me to feel good about myself and for me to say it out loud. Okay, another bigger layer. With men, the way that they compete, it is through a hierarchy. The value goes one way. It only goes up, and if you're down, you are a low status man, for a lack of a better term. If you are high, then you are a high status man. There's no room for interpretation. And the value goes by who's the strongest, who's the richest, the most successful, the most ambitious, and desirable. But women don't relate in the same way. We rank through reflection, and it's not this scale that goes up and down. It's an essence that women feel between each other, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Women see each other like art. They are witnessing an experience, and a woman could be conventionally not attractive, like ugly by men's standards, but maybe she has this like glow to her. Like, for example, a compliment that I get is like, wow, you just have this energy, like I just want to talk to you, I just want to be around you. That's a huge compliment to me, and it speaks to my confidence and my radiance and my beauty. Even if it's not my physical beauty, it's to my energy. And women might say, wow, you look like a Renaissance painting. But that woman in today's day and age, she might not meet the beauty standards. She, evolutionarily speaking, might not meet the standards that men are usually attracted to. It's not about necessarily the hierarchy of who is more beautiful and who is less beautiful. But men do not see it in this way, because if ambition is a measurable resource, you can measure if a man is on top or on the bottom. And if we apply the same thing to beauty, beauty can be measured from the top or the bottom. When they see a woman who's technically, I don't know, a 3 on this arbitrary scale, it is breaking the norm of how men see things in the world. Because it's like, you are a 4 and you're saying you're hot and you're the ish, and she's a 7. Like, no, stay in your lane. Anyways, I'm running out of time. I love you guys so much. I hope that resonated, and if you guys want a part 2, let me know. As always, peace and love. Mwah.
I'm not even trying to throw shame at the modern woman, but there's two things that I've observed with, modern women. And I'm not trying to generalize, every woman, because I understand there's some women out there with still brain cells. There's some women out there that still live in reality. And there's some women out there that just understand how the system works. So this is not a generalization. This is just some modern woman, I've observed two things. They are very delusional about things, they don't really live in reality. And because of this delusion, it leads me to the second thing, which is they do lack self-awareness. These two things is the modern woman biggest problem. They're very delusional and they lack self-awareness. These two things is the biggest problem. Because so many modern women, they live in this false sense of reality. They don't understand reality. Like listening to these girls just make my head hurts. Because there's so many things she's saying that's not reality. Oh, my girl said this. My girl said I'm a goddess. My girl said this. Women give you a compliment and all this bullshit she was saying. Majority of the compliment that women give each other, it's not even real. Women lie to each other a lot. A lot. That's different from men. Like for example, men give each other real compliments. If a man tell you, dude, you're fine, trust me, you're fine. Because if you ain't fine, that dude is gonna throw shades at you, trash talk the living day out of you. So if that dude tells you you're fine for real, you're fine for real. But you see, women, all this nonsense she was saying, oh yeah, women have the social this and social that, and it's all bullshit. She's not living reality. Women gives fake back-end compliment a lot. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to generalize every woman. Some women, most of the modern women do that. There's some women that just give it to you direct. They just shoot direct. Hey, you fine. They mean that shit. But it's only few percentage of women that can do that actually. And the second thing when it comes to self-awareness, a lot of modern women don't understand how to read the room. They're too invested in me, 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 me. I'm a goddess. I'm a this. I'm this. Even though I'm not beautiful, yeah, but I have good energy and all this bullshit she was saying. Just because someone said they like you being around don't mean you got good energy. It might be just maybe they're trying to flirt with you. Maybe the dude is trying to flirt with you. Maybe the dude just like you. It might have nothing to do with your energy. And she said, "Oh, maybe I'm not beautiful, but people like my energy." Dude, you're not an ugly woman. I'm not going to say you're ugly or something average, but I'm sure that men will take an average woman that's polite. It might have nothing to do with your energy. Maybe you're just nice. You're just a nice person. Have you ever thought about that? All this energy thing and energy that. Maybe she's just a nice person. Because, like my grandma used to say, you cannot be ugly and have a bad character. That just don't make no sense. Maybe you're not the most beautiful woman, but you got good characters and people like your character. Maybe you're polite, maybe you're nice, you're soft, you're feminine. People want to be around you. Maybe you're just polite. You're just fun to be around. Maybe you got good sense of humor. These are the things. This has nothing to do with energy. That's just your character. Pretty women just tend to be more shitty people because they can get away with bad character. That's just it. That's why a lot of shitty women tend to be very rude and obnoxious and shit because they can overcome that bad character with beauty. And that shit don't last long either because after a while, the beauty is not gonna help no more. Maybe for a few times the dude is gonna take it, but after a while he ain't gonna take it no more. So self-awareness and delusion is the biggest problem with the modern women. They don't know how to read the room. They don't know how to understand. Okay, this is my place. They call everything confident. Oh, I'm confident. I'm a strong woman. I'm this. There's no man that's intimidated by a strong woman. We love strong women. We just love strong women that understand the roles that they have to play in your life. I don't want a strong woman that's trying to be like me. I want a strong woman that understands a role to play in my life, things that I cannot offer myself. That's the kind of strong woman I want. If you're giving me the thing I can offer myself, I don't need it. It's not that important to me. Maybe there's some dude out there that needs your money or that need your confidence, whatever the fuck you say you're offering. Good. But if you meet a dude that has his shit together, he has his work, he has his own place, he's doing pretty well. Maybe he's not a millionaire and shit, but he's doing pretty well for himself. The things he wants from you, it's not just strong and independent in that aspect that you were thinking about. Maybe he's a strong and independent woman in a different aspect of life that he lacks, that he wants you there. If he's feeling his role in your life in a certain way, maybe he wants you in this certain role. It's as simple as that. And so many times, a lot of men will tell you, like my woman are feminine and attractive and this and this. But it just feels like this modern women, they don't listen. They're not listening. And that's why we have the fucked up dating market. We have all these shitty women out here and this feminine men out there and all this shit just all intertwined and shit. That's why the dating market is fucked up. And I see, if women keep going down this I'm strong and independent thing, and men don't like strong and independent women and all this shit that most of these modern women are saying, it's not gonna help anybody, because it's just gonna keep creating feminine men that don't want to take care of their home, that wants, okay, you want the equality, they're gonna give you that equality. That's the kind of man it's just gonna keep creating. Especially the new set of men that's coming now. This new set of men, they don't give a shit. They don't care at all. So this modern women needs to stop all this bullshit, all these things that men don't like strong women or men don't like this. You can't keep telling men what they like. Men already told y'all what they like. We love peace and quiet and feminine women. And if you ain't got no money, maybe you should work too, and you work, and you guys can take care of each other. It's as simple as that. And if you're a woman, you don't want to date a broke dude, congratulations. Wait for the rich dude. Simple. And if you think you have the beauty to command the rich dude, cool. Wait for the dude. The problem is most of y'all don't have the beauty to command what you're asking for. That's the problem. That's the self-awareness I was talking about. Most of y'all do not have the beauty to command the kind of man that you want. I've seen so many women say ridiculous things like, I want him to be this and this and that and this and this. And I look at the woman, I'm like, how? How are you going to command that dude looking like this? This is the self-awareness that I'm talking about. This is the delusion that I'm talking about. As a man, if a man look at himself and be like, okay, I can't date Angelina Jolie. Maybe that's his crush. And he's like, oh, man, I like Angelina Jolie. Is it Angelina Jolie? Jolie? Yeah, Jolie? Yeah. Maybe that's his crush. But if he looks at himself, he's not financially there. Maybe he's not the most good-looking person. He's just going to look for a different option. Then maybe when he gets richer, he might be, okay, I need to go back to that woman because she was my crush, but I don't give a fuck about the age. I need to take a piece of that cake. So many young boys do that shit. If he has the money, he might go back. But if he ain't got the money, he ain't got the status for it, he's not going to go there. But most modern women don't even qualify for what they're asking for. That's the problem. I want him to be tall and this and good looking and he has money and this and this and that. But do you look at the mirror? Do you look at yourself and be like, can I even attract this dude? If this dude look at me, is he gonna be like, yo, I like that girl? Have they ever thought about this shit? Because every woman think they're like this goddess and this confident person. That's not reality. That's delusion. That's not reality. That's not reality. If you're a woman, look at yourself and think about what you're asking for. Or you want to date this 7-foot guy or 6-foot guy, whatever, and he has this money and this and this. This dude has the ability to get whoever the fuck he want. Now look at yourself in the mirror and be like, if this dude is standing in front of me right now, is he going to be attracted to me? Do I have the good character to even pull him? Do I have the humor to even pull him? Do I have the game to even pull him? These are the things that most women don't understand. That's why I said the self-awareness thing they don't have. Delusion, they have a lot of it. Anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think about this shit in the comment section, man. Please like and subscribe to my video, man. I'm out of here.